by Irba. Soviet Union back the other way. This is Kaminsky. Fans on the attempt. Down he goes to the ice. Puck's in the corner. Kaminsky will pick it up once again. Kaminsky ridden into the boards by Stanton. They're still on it. That's picked up by Amante. And Konstantinov has the puck now. Puck is dumped ahead. Out of there by Joyce. Kravchuk along the boards. Bure trying to spin away from the check from Joyce. Everybody loses it, and it's shot the length of the ice. No icing call. Handled there. Sacco sends it in front. Loose puck. And cleared the length of the ice. Racing after it will be Scott Sandlin, Team USA. Sandlin banks it off the board. Held in. Soviet Union. That's Gusarov. Over to Davidov. Still down in front. Hits bodies. And cleared out of the zone. Kravchuk. And Butsayev. Butsayev. He's taken off. After it is Kovalenko. David Emma will toss it in. Kravchuk picking it up. He's having problem. Emma stuffs it. Kravchuk sends it along to Davidov, but Joyce intercepts and gets it back to neutral ice. Puck bouncing off of players. Handled at the neutral ice area. Once again, Nemchinov, he'll put the stick down. Davidov, check that. Semak tries to get something on it. Semak on the near side. He'll roll back to the other side and get the pass right back. Offsides is the call as the puck bounced back and forth from inside to outside the zone. Sergei Nemchinov began playing at the age of 8. Also played basketball. Great on power play, good on one-on-ones, and he's a very strong shooter. Puck is down, handled by the Soviets. That's Kristich. He's checked into the boards. One of the linesmen as well. Both those two are going at it with a couple of punches before they clear away from each other. And Kexmer sends a bouncing puck in behind the net, handled there by Malahov. Malahov will race. He gets it ahead to Bure. Bure tied up. Dan Kexmer clears it to McNeil. McNeil, he'll lose it there to Konstantinov. Again, checked at center ice. Puck's loose. Teams exchange it. Back down into the Soviet zone where it's cleared by Malahov over to Kaminsky. Kaminsky, again having problems. Kristich will glove it. And it's poked away there. Tony Amante, he'll go up the right side, trying to poke it around. Gusarov, they both go into the boards. And Malahov will get it up ice. Intended there for Kovalenko. And Kovalenko is a part of the boards now, as Valmont took him in, and Kovalenko now gets up. .35 to play, third period, in a packed house. Over 20,000 people here in the Tacoma Dome. Davidov, his shot blocked and back out to the neutral ice area, sent back in by Kravchuk. Davidov puts a stick on it, and Nesh, Jim Nesh for the United States. He shoots it ahead. That's Johnson. Gusarov. He digs it out. That's over to Andrei Kovalenko. This is Davidov as his pocket pick by Scott Harlow. Big check into the back of the boards. Johnson feels the most of that one. Kravchuk up to Davidov. Davidov breaking in, poked out of the zone once again. Smirnov will take it. Sacco takes him into the boards in front of the United States bench. Shot by McEachran, save, rebound, handled by Irba. Behind the net, Biakin. Poked out of there by Amante, kept in the zone, and the Soviets will work it out. 2-on-2, 3-on-2. Nemchinov, back to Tatarinov, great leg save, Guy Hebert, and cleared. This could be icing, and it is, with 15:09 to play. Third period, USA 3, Soviet Union 2. Once again, you'll have a look there as Sean McEachran comes in, takes the shot. Good save made by Arturas Irba. Face off near circle. Simak against Emma. Shot out in front. That was blocked. Puck behind the net to the near corner. Sent up to neutral ice, racing after it is C.J. Young, who has one of the goals today for the United States. Biakin gets by Emma. He sends it back to Nemchinov. Nemchinov's shot, that's wide of the net, that's behind the net. And on top of the netting, and we'll freeze it up. 14:35 to go, third period. These two teams split in the two exhibition games before the beginning of the tournament. United States winning 3-1 in Oakland, losing 5-3 in Portland. They lost in the tournament, the United States did, to the Soviets 10-1 a week ago tomorrow. Off of one of the skates and nearly deflected in, but handled by Arturas Irba. As Pavel Boudre, he'll work on the side, he fans. Back to the near side. Out in front. McNeil, he'll dump it in. Line the net, and out of his own zone will come Valery Kaminsky. To the left side, the red line, he gains the blue line. His shot, that's deflected. Weak shot in on net off the broken stick shot. And covered up by Guy Hebert. Valery Kaminsky, born April 18th, 1966, has the 2 goals for the Soviet today. He's a stamp collector. He's married. And nobody in his entire family has ever been in sports. It will be Butsayev against Nesh on the faceoff in the United States zone. Valmont, he wraps it around. Harlow will clear it. Handle back in his own zone. Gusarov to Kravchuk. They play catch. Gusarov, long pass nearly taken away by Harlow. And Gusarov behind his own net. Starts it out once again. The Soviet Union. Davidov. Dumps a pass back. That was intended for Kravchuk. And the United States keeps dumping it back into the Soviet zone, and it's stolen there. Shot, save, rebound. Tony Amante with the big shot. Irba making the save. Kravchuk fans on the attempt. Puck over on the far boards, stolen away by Nemchinov. Davidov. He'll go to work now. Davidov centers. Taken away by Joe Sacco. Tatarino. Seamak almost has the puck in on net. Once again, the back checking by the United States. Terrific job of it. Seamak. Tatarinov. Back down to Seamak. Puck along the corner. Nemchinov out in front. Lee Davidson takes the puck. Lee Davidson backhands it into the corner. Irba will handle it. That's stolen away down in the corner by David Emma. David Emma, he ramps and loses it. Biakin. Biakin being hook checked at center ice and taken in over the zone. Pavel Bure, he goes down. A nice check there by Tom Peterson. Stuff attempt, shot out in front. Back to the near side. Biakin being chased by Jim Johansson. Biakin, center ice, and we have a player down. United States, Mike McNeil hit hard at center ice. And we're going to see one of the Soviet players go to the box. Biakin will go to the box. High sticking the call. Ilya Biakin. Here we go. We'll take another look at it. Right up into the face of Mike McNeil. Mike McNeil checking out the dental policy right now.
2 minutes for high sticking at 8:46.
8:46, the time of the penalty. Power play for the United States. Americans on their third power play of the afternoon. So far 0 for 2. 2-minute minor, high sticking. 11:14 to go. 3-2 United States leading in the gold medal game, third period. A bouncing puck goes all the way back behind the net. Handled there by Scott Sandlin. Sandlin, he'll bring it to the near side. Near point, it's Tom Peterson in his own zone. He'll wire a pass back into the neutral ice area, where it's a two-line pass. And they'll take this back inside the U.S. zone with 1:39 remaining on the power play. Tony Amante, 19 years old. Look for him to make a mark down the road on this national squad. I also look for him to be in a New York Rangers uniform. 4th round pick in '88. That's Kexmer. His pass is stolen away by Bure. Deep in the United States zone, they have the extra man, and they do get it out. Sweeney behind his own net, trying to work it out. Soviet Union forechecking this and killing off precious seconds on the American power play. Here's Johansson. Johansson works. The shot he takes is blocked by Konstantinov. And back out to Kexper at his own blue line. That shot helped out by Pavel Bure. And Hebert was able to handle it and get it out to Tony Amante. A shot off the board goes in on goal. Irba just steers it aside. 40 seconds left in the power play. Butsayev being pushed into the corner. Sean McEachern. McEachern over to Amante. Amante sends it around. Joe Sacco will have that stolen away with 20 seconds left on the man advantage, the United States. Davidov shot right on, very tough angle. 10 seconds left on the power play. Sandlin will dump it in. United States will not do anything on this power play, and they will send in a new line. Power play is over. 9:09 remaining. Shot taken by Ian Kidd. That's blocked out front. Kept in by Valmont. Lee Davidson sends it around. Tony Amante sends one through the slot. And nobody there. And we have the net off the magnet. Once again, you'll see Kravchuk going in with McEachern. That one went on the side of Irba's head as he was hauled around behind the net. His stick being taken for a ride by McEachern. Shot high in the air, bouncing puck. Irba! Check that, Kozlov just about put the puck in the net with the attempt as the Soviets keep it in. McEachern, we got a penalty coming up. A holding call. This will go against the United States. Penalty against Lee Davidson. 11:28 the time. Power play for the Soviet Union. Soviet Union's power play, their fourth of the afternoon, and they have not scored on the extra meal for the United States. Vik Kozlov, Biakin, Kaminsky. Check that, Simak out in front. Kaminsky. Nemchinov will take the puck. Kaminsky back to Nemchinov. Down to Simak. Kaminsky. As he falls down, he gets back up and controls the puck. The Americans in the box defense. They keep the man inside. Shot, blocked, cleared. United States. Valery Kaminsky will bring it up. He'll work with Semak off to his left side. He goes around Kozlov on the right side. Around the boards, the puck is shot, takes a weird hop in favor of the United States as they clear it once again. 1:05 remaining in the power play for the Soviet Union. Tatarinov, he's being checked. Pavel Bure, he's taken off the puck. Set back in by Sweeney. Chris Stitch now with the puck. Stolen away by Sacco. But handled once again by the Soviets in their own zone. They bring it out. Tatarinov. Tatarinov. Power play is Soviets. Chris Stitch. Along the far side, Konstantinov. Shot, saved, rebound, steered wide. Tatarinov, he's taken off the play. 13 seconds remain on the power play. Bure sends it out, Tatarinov, the shot, taken, bouncing puck, rebound. That's off to the side. 1 second to go. on the extra man for the Soviets as the whistle has blown. Save, puck goes up in the air. And they'll say that Guy Hebert grabbed onto it and held on. Another quick whistle in favor of the United States as Boria Johansson, an official that has had a tough time over the course of this tournament finding the whistle, has found it with some regularity today. Along the boards, the Soviets will keep it in. Both teams back at equal strength. Butsayev. Quick shot taken there by Gusarov from the point. And that bounces wide. Gusarov, his shot, hits bodies. The United States clogging the middle. And they will bring it out of their own zone. Sent in by Tom Peterson. Just under 6 minutes remain. Third period. Gusarov. Ahead to Nemchinov. And poked out of there. Nice play by Dan Kexper. Smirnov. Sit there. Shot deflected. Kozlov with the shot deflected into the far corner. And it's kept in. Puck is sent out of play in the near corner with 5:24 remaining. Shot off the draw. That's sent around right out in front. And it's deflected back behind the net once again. Kozlov will have it. Kozlov spinning around Sandlin. Out in front and falling on top of it. Guy Hebert. As well as Dwayne Joyce, the defenseman. Ilya Biakin began playing when he was 8 years old. Face off, right circle. Just over 5 minutes to go in the third period. Puck sent out of the United States zone. Handled by Smirnov. Up to Kozlov. Kozlov working to the right side. Kozlov hemmed in. Gets it away. That's Smirnov. The rebound. And a save. Guy Hebert. Sticks are up. We've got two scrums developing. Wrapping up is Tony Amante and Mikhail Tatarinov. Here's the shot. Pad save, loose puck. And digging after it. It's Tatarinov. And Boria Johansson making the calls. And we'll have some coincidental minor penalties. Both for roughing. 15-12 the time. Going to the box, Mikhail Tatarinov for the Soviets and Tony Amante for the United States. 4-on-4 will be the story for the next 2 minutes. 4:48 remaining. Third period. And the face-off won by the United States, sent in by Paul Stanton. Icing will be called.
To number 8, Mikhail Tatarinov, and United States of America penalty to number 12, Tony Amante. 2 minutes each for Russia. Time of the penalties, 15-12. The Soviet Union, Tatarinov. The United States, Amante. 2 minutes each for Russia at 15-12.
Face-off will be in the far circle. United States zone. And it's cleared. And racing after it is Mike McNeil. And kept in. The reason he couldn't touch it, it would have been offsides. And that's Johansson. He'll bring it in this time safely. Johansson, his wrist shot broken up. Puck behind the net. And we'll have the net off of its metal magnets as Johansson is pushed to the ice by Konstantinov. United States with a 63% winning percentage while at the University of Wisconsin. Puck is still in the Soviet zone with 4 minutes to play in the third period. Puck tied up with the linesman and brought in. Offsides the call as Kovalenko brings it in. While Kravchuk was in the zone. A minute and 7 seconds remaining on the coincidental minor penalties. 4-on-4. Both teams will skate. As Boria Johansson turning aside the line change, the last line change that the U.S. could have. They are the home team. They are allowed that extra line change. And the face-off handled by the United States and cleared. Up along the boards. That's Kovalenko. Kovalenko tries to stuff it. Rebound attempt, shot by Gusarov. That was just wide of the net. Kravchuk to Gusarov. Intended for Byakin. Johansson now for the United States. He gains the line. His shot off of Gusarov's skate. Soviet Union back into the zone. Gusarov on the right side. That's broken up. Centering attempt broken up once again. Taken there by Tom Peterson. Tom Peterson cross ice as the penalties will expire. And both teams back at 5. Shot taken there by Kozlov. Blocker saved. And that puck traveled way out into the audience. .243 to go. 3-2 United States. Tatarinov, his shot just wide, and out to cover it up as Guy Hebert. Two, United States, 2:31 to go, third period. Kaminsky against Sten, the shot out in front, centered, cleared by the United States. Out of his net to handle the puck is Irba, as we have a whistle at the other end, and Johansson making the penalties. Dan Kexmer for the United States, and Kozlov for Soviet Union. Time of those penalties, 17:41. Coincidental, minor, high stickings. And again, the Soviets and the United States will skate 4 aside for the next 2 minutes. There is 2 minutes, 19 seconds remaining in the third period. Tatarinov out of his own zone. That's to Valery Kaminsky. Kaminsky, he works around. Joyce back behind the net, and he's taken down. The puck still on the near side. Tatarinov cannot control it. Back out to neutral ice. Kaminsky, the near side. Back behind Nemchinov. Smirnov will have it to Kaminsky. To Nemchinov. Nemchinov over the line. Nemchinov, he loses it there. He saves it. Back down to Tatarinov. Tatarinov being worked over. Puck at the blue line. It bounces across. The Soviets will have to set up once again. 1:28 to go, third period. Icing the call in the near circle. Kristich against Sweeney, won by the United States. Out to center ice. Chasing after it is Malahov. Konstantinov clears it to Pavel Bure. To Malahov. Puck at the top of the far circle. Sweeney clears the zone. Konstantinov with 1 minute to play. Kristich over the zone. Look for Irba to be pulled as they clear the zone once again. Malahov to Kristich. Handled there by Richards, and they clear it. This could be icing. It is. Icing the call with 35 seconds to go. The United States leads the Soviet Union 3-2. The gold medal on the line. A timeout has been called. There is 15 seconds remaining on the coincidental minor penalties. Both teams skating 4 aside. Arturas Irba may be pulled for the extra attacker. Irba has been pulled with 34 seconds remaining. So when the Soviet penalty to Vyacheslav Kozlov has expired, the Soviets will have a 6-5 advantage. They now have a 5-on-4 advantage. Shot back out to the point. The quick shot hits bodies in the slot. Nobody in the net for the Soviets. And a whistle. With 26 seconds remaining.
Your attention, please. Here is this afternoon's official attendance. 17,442.
The official attendance for this afternoon, 17,742. Jam-packing the Tacoma Dome in Tacoma, Washington. Puck is down, top of the circle. Shot taken, safe, they've scored! The Soviet Union has tied up the hockey game with 21 seconds to go. Valery Kaminsky with the hat trick. At 19:39, you'll see once again, he cranks the one-timer and scores the goal. And it is 3-3. Face-off at center ice. 2 more seconds, and they'll be 5-on-5. Both teams at equal strength. 10 seconds remain in regulation. Tatarinov will send it back. The Soviets will be more than happy to play the extra period, and that's where we'll go as time runs out. In regulation. We'll have listed a 15-minute intermission before a 10-minute sudden victory overtime.
Shots on goal.
Soviet Union 12 shots on net in that third period for a 3-period total of 36. United States 7 for a 3-period total of 17. We go to overtime. It's 3-3, United States and the Soviet Union.
So far. You know what's going to happen in the USA if they score the goal and win it? This place.
That is pulling their goaltender. In international competition, I bet you could count that on your hand how many times they've pulled their goaltender. They did it this time, and it paid off. The Soviet Union, they make their way back out onto the ice. And the United States following up. And here they come. Guy Hebert will take his spot in between the pipes. It will be Paul Stanton, Dan Kexmer at the blue line. It will be Jim Johansson. At center, Mike McNeil and Tim Sweeney, the wingers. For the Soviet Union, Dmitry Kristich will center. Valery Kaminsky, Pavel Bure will be the wingers. The blue liners, Vladimir Konstantinov and Vladimir Malahov in net. Arturas Irba as both coaches have given the words of instruction. Viktor Tikhonov, Jeff Sauer. We're tied at 3. Overtime. First one wins, takes home. First one that puts the puck in the net wins the gold. And the face-off handled by the Soviet Union. Cross ice pass. That's Konstantinov. It's stolen away by Mike McNeil. And McNeil hauled down to the ice. This could be icing. It is. And they'll bring it back down. You'll see once again, Kristich tackling Mike McNeil and raising his hands up and saying, yeah, did I do that? Generally in overtime play, the referee puts the whistle away. We'll see if that happens here. As the puck is behind the net, Johansson says, keep on playing, guys. I'm not going to call it. And he may just end up doing it now. He does. Jim Johansson wins it. Quick shot taken and steered away. Konstantinov now for the Soviets. Head to Kristich. Bure goes behind him over on the left side. Shot taken, offsides as Pavel Bure was in ahead of Kristich. Viktor Tikhonov telling his team to shoot low the last 3 or 4 minutes, and it paid off as Kaminsky ties the game with 21 seconds remaining in that third period on a set play, 5-on-4. It's McEachran against Butsayev, and the puck is handled by the Soviets. Around the far boards, Kovalenko will have it. He sends it in on net, and it's handled as Davidov and Sandlin collide on the stick side of Guy Hebert. Guy Hebert has handled himself brilliantly today. He has absolutely nothing to hang his head low about. Butsayev against McEachran. Quick shot that's rebounded to the back and bounced right back into the mitt of Hebert. .8:47 remaining. Sudden victory overtime. McEachern against Butsayev. Kick back out to the point, Gusarov. He wraps it around behind. Hebert comes out with the big stick. Tries to clear it. Kravchuk sends it back. Davidov goes after it. It's handled by Tony Amante. Amante gets it out to center. He picks the puck back up. He gains the blue line. Over on the right side. Centering attempt. Shot. Just goes wide. Joe Sacco getting the stick on it, and it just went wide. Once again, the United States. Shot taken by Tom Peterson and gloved by Irba. 8:07 remaining. Here we see it once again as Amante gets the backhand across. It is touched. Actually, the pad save made by Irba. Joe Sacco's attempt. And it's sent around the boards by Tatarinov. Biakin keeps the American player from getting to it, and it'll go back into the United States zone. Harlow to David Emma. This is Harlow. His shot. Weak shot taken over the line as he goes in with the stick. And he's jabbed by Arthurs Irba. And Irba covers it up for the faceoff. Scott Harlow. This is the first tour of duty with the national team. But in '83, he did skate with the national juniors. Played his college hockey at Boston College, completing his career in the '85-'86 season. Faceoff will be to the stick side of Arthurs Irba. And won by the Soviets. Semak. Out to the point, kept in by Kexmer to Sweeney. Johansson, loose puck. And it's finally steered out of the Soviet Union zone. That's Kaminsky. Shot, save, rebound. Huge leg save by Guy Hebert. Shot taken there. And sent around the back. And the puck finally out to the center ice. Here comes Semak. Semak shoots, misses to the stick side. Semak had the opportunity all by himself on the breakaway, and he just missed. Davidov now will take it in. Davidov working behind the net. Davidov near corner, spins back around, goes back behind the net. Puck is poked loose. Taken there by Kovalenko. He shoots, and it's off a body in front. Back behind the net. He tries stuffing it. Puck's loose in front. Shot taken. Glove save made by Hebert. Once again, we'll take a look. The series of plays coming in. Save. Then the breakaway. Shot wide. Then the play from the point. Glove save. Guy Hebert. Face-off, won by the United States. Handled by Tom Peterson. Peterson up along the near boards. They do get it out of the zone. Sent back into the zone, however, by Nemchinov. Todd Richards, USA, wraps it around the board. Smirnov gets the stick on it. They keep it in. Richards once again, deep in the corner. Out to David Emma. Along the side boards. Biakin. He'll whistle a pass behind the net. Puck comes along the near boards. Nemchinov going at it, and it's finally cleared out of the zone and sent out to the Soviet Union zone, and Tatarinov has it. 5:50 remain. Overtime. First one that puts it in wins the gold medal. David Emma He gets it out. Loose puck. Kexmer will retrieve. He has Stanton working with him. That's Sweeney. That's McNeil. He runs into Kamensky. Konstantinov, he sends it back. Pavel Bure, he'll dump it in. That's handled by Hebert. Wrapped around the near side. Nearly stolen. Bure shot goes high over the glove side. As the puck is lifted high into the air, back to retrieve it is Vladimir Malahov. Malahov, he sends one in. That bounces off the bodies. Here comes Tony Amante. Sean McEachran poked back out to center ice. Amante once again as the Soviet Union changes on the fly. And the puck is out to the neutral ice area. Once again sent in, this time by Scott Sandlin. Irba leaves it there for Konstantinov. Shot taken, save, covered up. Dwayne Joyce with the howitzer, he blows this puck right into the pads of Arturas Irba, and Irba just covers it up. 4:35 remains. Sudden victory, overtime. The gold medal. It will be Emma against Butsayev, taken there by Gusarov. Gusarov, bad pass, shot, just wide of the net. The shot taken by Jim Nash. Here come the Soviets. Soviets shoot, save, covered up, Guy Hebert. Jim Nash picks off the pass at the top of the circle, and he fires one that just goes wide to the glove side. Emma versus Butsayev, won by the United States all the way around the board. Puck at the top of the blue line, handled there by Kovalenko, stolen away. Neutral ice, sticks continue to pounce on the puck as it's sent the length of the ice. No icing, and out of his own zone will come Alexei Gusarov. He sends a headman pass up, intended for Biakin. The puck is down behind the net and covered up. Biakin has been through quite a bit during this tournament. Face off near circle. Handled by Stanton. Stanton is taken into the boards there by Kozlov, Vyacheslav Kozlov, and the puck is cleared and sent out of play. That's Nemchinov. Kexmer now will send it out. Tatarinov to Kozlov, who kicks it ahead. Stanton for the Americans. They get it to the top of the blue line, and it's turned around and sent back into the zone. Out of his net. Here comes Nemchinov. Nemchinov tries to wrap, and the net comes off of its magnet. A very gutty play by Guy Hebert. And a penalty has been called against the United States. Dan Kessmer will go to the box. Once again, you'll see as Tatarinov stops the play. Here's Nemchinov with the rebound. The shot taken. That's deflected by a bear, but pushing the net off of its magnet is Dan Kessmer. A delay of game penalty. 6:52 the time, and the power play will now be in the hands of the Soviet Union. 5-on-4, the 5th power play opportunity for the Soviets today. They have been shut down on all 4 previous attempts. It will be Semek against Johansson on the faceoff. Far circle, United States zone. 3:08 remaining. Overtime. Puck is down. Won by the Soviets. Kamensky, he has it. Kamensky in the circle. He has 3 goals today already for the Soviets. Kamensky, back out to Konstantinov. Tatarinov, sticked away by Johansson over the zone. Soviets will have to try it again. Power play, Kamensky, he dumps it in. Picked up by Scott Sandlin. Sandlin wires it the length of the ice. 1:30 remaining in the power play. Tatarinov, cross ice. Boudre to Kamensky. Kamensky, top of the circle. Kamensky to Boudre. Check that Semek. Semek down to Kamensky. To Semek. Power play, Soviet Union. Tatarinov shot. Rebound out in front. Loose puck. Cleared by the United States. And nearly stolen away on the clearing attempt made by Irba. Sean McEachran. As there's 40 seconds remaining in the power play. Kovalenko shot, save, McEachran. Check that. Bear. 38 seconds remaining. Power play. Soviet Union. 1:46 left in the overtime. If it is still tied, after the overtime, we go to the 5-man shootout. The ice becoming a factor now as it has been played on and in very warm conditions here at the Tacoma Dome. And the puck is sent out. 30 seconds remain on the power play. Over to the far side, Davidov, he's pinched into the boards nicely. Puck is out on the near side. Sent back in with 18 seconds left on the power play. Davidov is off the puck, 2-on-2. Here comes McNeil. McNeil, he whips around. He centers a pass. Nobody there. Butsayev will pick it up. 2 seconds, 1 second. Both teams now back at equal strength. This Kravchuk shot just wide. 1 minute left in the overtime. Puck sent up to the near boards. That's Tony Amante. Amante centers the pass. That's stolen in front. 45 seconds remain. Amante putting the stick down on it. Byakin to Nemchinov. Over to Tatarinov, back to Nemchinov. Byakin, he can't control the pass. It was behind him. Loose puck, down in the corner. Back out, 25 seconds remain. Smirnov. Over to Tatarinov, back to Smirnov. Smirnov, the Soviets will try one last time. Kozlov, long distance. handled there, and an offside. A timeout has been called with tense as the crowd comes to his feet, all 17 plus thousand of them. Face off between Semak and Johansson. Ennistat backs out of the circle, the official, as he waits. And he throws the puck down. It's kept in by the United States. Dug out along the near board. Just atop the circle. We will go to the shootout as the horn sounds in the overtime.
Each team immediately will designate in writing 5 players each.
Each team will designate 5 players in writing, and we will go to the shootout, as many of the fans here do not agree with that way to finish this game, but that is how it is done, and we will decide the gold medal on the shootout. Shots on goal in that overtime period, 7. Seven for the Soviet Union for 43, and 4 for the United States for 21. We will now go to the shootout. As both teams now will decide what 5 players they want to shoot the puck. As the captains will meet. That's the referee's circle. Second consecutive game that the United States has gone to the shootout. Against Team Canada yesterday, they were able to put in 2. Canada, nothing. And the United States advances to this game. The United States will send out these 5 players. Tim Sweeney will be first, followed by Tony Amante, then Scott Harlow, Joe Sacco, and followed at the very end by the captain, Jim Johansson. The Soviet Union will send out their first will be Alexander Semak. Second will be Valery Kaminsky. Third will be Dmitry Kristich. Fourth will be Pavel Bure. And fifth will be Mikhail Tatarinov. They are now at the referee circle, deciding on who will go first. The Soviet Union will be the first ones to take the shot. In net for the United States, Guy Hebert. In net for the Soviet Union, Arturs Irba. And the first one to take the shot will be Alexander Semak. We are in the shootout. 3-3 the score. After overtime, the gold medal on the line. And here comes Semak. He touches the puck at center ice over the blue line. Semak goes in, shoots, and misses. Hits the crossbar. Once again, let's look at it here as Semak goes high. And it looked as if that went in, and they are going to give it to him. Semak scores for the Soviet Union. And they'll take another hard, long look at that one. That was clearly in the net. In favor of the Soviets on the shootout. Shooting now for the United States, number 22, Tim Sweeney. Once again, we'll have a look at it. This clearly is a goal. It hits right in the middle on the pad as it goes to the backhand. That is clearly in the net. And it's 1-0. Here comes Tim Sweeney on Arturs Irba. Sweeney in, shoots, saved. Soviet Union 1-0 on the shootout so far. Now taking it is the man who scored 3 goals for the Soviets, Valery Kaminsky, shoots, save! Valerie Kaminsky going in. And that is taken right on the glove and pad. Soviets 1. USA nothing. Second shot now coming up for the United States. Tony Amante. And Amante gains the red line. Here comes Amante. Shoots wide. After 2 shots, the Soviet Union leads 1-0. Now for the Soviet Union, their third attempt, Dmitry Kristich will take the shot. Dmitry Kristich, here he goes. Score! Now shooting for the United States, number 9, Scott Harlow. 2-0, United States trailing. And here comes Scott Harlow from his own blue line to the red line, over the blue line. Harlow shoots and goes wide. It hits the post. Now shooting for the Soviets, number 10, Pavel Bure. He had 2 goals in yesterday's game against Sweden. If he makes this goal, the Soviet Union will have won the gold medal. Here comes 19-year-old Pavel Bure. He shoots, and it's blocked. Now the pressure is on the United States. Joe Sacco must make this goal in order for the United States to stay alive. Number 21, Joe Sacco. He has to beat that man right there, Arturs Irba. 17,000 plus. Nobody has left their seats. And here he comes. Joe Sacco for the United States. He'll take it in. He shoots. And he misses. The Soviet Union has won the gold medal. The silver medal will go to the United States, their first medal in international competition in 10 years. The final, the Soviet Union in the shootout, defeating the United States 4-3. Both teams now line up at their blue lines.